Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. We've got George. He's out there with Joel Embiid. Maxey out there with MP. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. And for the Kings, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Ellis in at the 1. And with New Year's Day upon us, Grant, what goes through your mind as a player?
Wow. Another new year, new possibilities. Time to put it in gear as the NBA action heats up. Teams that survive this stretch run start to become real contenders.
And it'll be the Kings off the tip. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Ellis. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked by Embiid. And he's able to get it back. Yep, that one goes. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
Here's Murray following the score by Philadelphia.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Here's Ellis. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. 3-pointer. And it's DeRozan missing.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
And it's in there.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
For Sacramento, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Ellis. Some solid defense from Maxey. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to speak with the head coach of the Kings for a minute. I talked to him about Joel Embiid, and coach told me Embiid does have us worried. He's just so physical out there, but we're going to be physical right back and get in his face when we can. So they'll be trying to challenge the big man all night.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
DeRozan has that old school game, a throwback wing. He's not just a three-point chucker, and that makes him a different kind of matchup.
No good on the free throw. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Grant.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
Now here's Embiid. In the game against Portland, very impressive. Here's Madison. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Here's Ellis. Pass to DeRozan. Nails it from beyond the arc.
I love the shot preparation DeRozan shows there. Ready before he caught it.
It's George on the wing. Down low. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Now here's DeRozan. 11 points for him last game against Dallas. And the basket is good.
Yeah, I like Sabonis' game inside because he's confident and skilled.
To the inside. Here's Madison. And MP throws it down.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And as we head deeper into January, let's glance over the power rankings and see where we're at. You look at the Pacers, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, for Philadelphia, they've really exceeded all expectations, showing they're capable of so much more than some believed.
Now here's Levine. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
So much of the offense ran through him. Looking at the assist total, we saw how unselfish he can be.
The bonus now is not going to shy away from contact. He really aggressively attacks the defense.
Here's Embiid. No luck on that one. Sabonis with some nice D. Here's DeRozan. And Sacramento again with the bucket.
Nice shot by DeRozan. Tell you, he's one of the better shooters off the bounce in the league.
MP outside. From outside the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go. Madison's got 9 points.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Kings trailing. Pass to Murray. And he gets the bucket.
You're roughing Murray up a little in there, but he's built to take punishment and can still deliver.
Maxey passes to MP. Embiid with it. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists tonight. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Now here's DeRozan. 6 points for him.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Here's Embiid. And the layup is good off the glass. Embiid's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Kings trail by 3. Out to the wing. Here's Ellis. Kicks it to DeRozan. Fires the 3. And another Sacramento 3.
Intelligent basketball. Keep feeding the hot hand.
And Maxey's got the ball here for Philadelphia. MP outside. That one rolls around and rims out.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Outside Levine. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's McCain, still without a bucket. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. Let's take a second to check in on the race for Rookie of the Year and see how the rankings are shaping up for this year's class of new NBA talents. You look at MP, right in the thick of this season. He is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
Sacramento has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. The Kings were not complacent this summer. They have added all-star DeMar DeRozan in a sign and trade. He brings even more firepower to an offense that was already among the league's best. In the loaded Western Conference, the Kings knew they had to make moves to stay in the fight. DeRozan is one of the biggest signings in Kings franchise history.
A tremendous addition. Shams, thanks for the update. Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Kings. Carter comes in for Ellis. Drummond's checked in for the Sixers. On the wing, MP. Inside. And the jam by Drummond.
Few players get more dunks than Drummond. He's a center who plays like a traditional center, looking to throw it down every chance he gets.
Now here's Levine. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. DeRozan. Rebound by Philadelphia.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
Maxey against Carter. DeRozan outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Levine. The shot, no good. Ooh, nice D from George. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Now Carter. Drummond grabs the miss. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to McCain. Back to MP. Now here's Drummond. Kicks it out to MP. 5 to shoot. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And checking out some numbers for him. Sacramento has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Knocks it loose. Here's DeRozan. Oh, MP with a block. Here's the break. And he lobs it up top. Carter against Maxey. Pass to Levine. Fires the 3. Sinks it from distance. Levine's got 5 now.
Hey, he's one of the guys you don't want to give space to. Levine can do a lot of damage from deep.
MP finds Drummond. And Drummond with the jam. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 11. Comes up empty from 8 feet.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
Here's George. Back to MP. Shoots a fadeaway. Rebound by Sacramento. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. Tough loss there.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Philadelphia shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
MP with it. He's picked up by Levine. Yabusele. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Sacramento again missing. Philadelphia leading by 4. To the paint. Grimes' shot is off. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. And this is their first time matched up with Philadelphia this year.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Carter can't get it to go.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
It's good.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Kings trail by 5. Pass to LaRavia. Driving to the basket, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
To the middle. Here's Madison. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Here's LaRavia. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Plenty of daylight on that shot. LaVine's got 13.
LaVine, a remarkable scorer, and he can help you in a lot of different ways. Showing it all tonight.
And MP throws it down.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Now LaVine. 13 points in the game. And that misses. That would have put him up. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. The Sixers on top, leading by just 2. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's changes here for the Kings. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Lyles. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Murray. And it's Carter in for LaVine. They've got DeMar DeRozan. And it's LaRavia in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Pass to Valanciunas. Lets it go from deep. Second chance effort. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Trailblazers was a man on a mission. He contributed 62 points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
LaRavia. And it's MP with a rebound. The Sixers trailing. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Pass to Ellis. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense. I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Pass to LaRavia. On the wing, DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Over Edwards. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. Valanciunas has gotten his first points in this one.
Yeah, he's a top-tier offensive rebounder. Valanciunas uses his size and strength to his advantage to do damage on the boards.
MP drives in.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Pass to DeRozan. Oh, rejected by Drummond.
How about that swat by Drummond, using all of his height and bounce to deny the offense there.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Count the basket. Madison's got 27.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Valanciunas, he's open. And it's Valanciunas again missing.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him. Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Sacramento has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Here's Ellis, averaging around 6 a game. Carter from outside. Stolen by Drummond. MP scanning the floor. Fires from deep. Nails it from 3. Madison's got 11 points in the quarter.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Outside Carter. Looking to win the run. Drills it. He's now 1 for 8 in this one.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly. He had a big height advantage there and did not mess around with it. Took advantage.
DeRozan against Edwards. DeMar, strong move inside.
Guys, you remember when DeMar DeRozan first came into the league? He was just really a raw athlete. Now he's a finely tuned offensive juggernaut.
Here's Madison. Again, Philadelphia.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards against DeRozan. Pass to Carter. Launches a 3. The shot won't fall. For 3, Maxey. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Philadelphia on top. They're up by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year's to all of you as we continue our broadcast. The Sixers lead by 5. Taking a look at the 76ers. We've got Maxey, George out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's MP, and it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, BA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the Kings now, trailing by 10. Here's Levine. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason.
For those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Ellis passes to Murray. Pass to Ellis from downtown. Kicks it to DeRozan. The 3 is up. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 4th assist in this one. Here's McCain. He's covered by Levine. We're about a minute and a half in the second half. Now MP. Let's go with a three. Another three for Philadelphia.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Pass to Ellis. Six on the shot clock. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in. That gives him a double-double.
Excellent pick and roll action that time. Sabonis has great hands, rolls out of the screen effectively and hard, attacks the defense as the roll man.
Oh, Embiid imposing his will.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
DeRozan outside. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Joel Embiid.
It's pretty clear that DeMar DeRozan is an outstanding athlete. He can outrun you, he might outwork you, and he's able to be everywhere on the floor, and he does it with kind of unique grace and finesse.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here's Ellis. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. And so MP will bring it up for Philadelphia. The three. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Ellis. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
So the Kings making a change here. Lyles checked in. MP left side. Pass to Maxey. MP with it. Now here's Embiid. He's guarded by Sabonis. Embiid can't hit. Kings trail by 11. On the wing, Murray. Now Levine. Sabonis outside. Outside for Levine. No good with the triple.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
To the paint. George outside. Pass to MP. From deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. Ooh, nasty putback from Embiid.
Embiid will eat you alive on the offensive boards. You've got to box that guy out.
Sacramento has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Outside Levine. They kick it out to Murray. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Murray's got 6 points.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Here's Embiid. Can't hit that one. Sabonis with some nice D. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, BA, a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
Here's Embiid. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis. Sabonis has got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Here's Murray. Outside Levine. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oubre passes to MP. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Outside Levine. Here's Lyles. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
And here's the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Friday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies. And then Sunday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And looking at the Boston matchup, that's where you have to bring your A-plus effort, especially when you know you're going to be facing a more talented team.
LaRavia is checked in for Sacramento. The 76ers also with a sub. Grimes is checked in. The Sixers lead by 8. Pass to MP. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Ellis passes to LaRavia. Up top, Levine. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Battling inside, I like Levine's aggressive approach. Tough to match without fouling.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in this game.
And just continuing to do damage from the free throw line. Impressive.
Taking advantage of every single one of those free throw opportunities. I think it's been a struggle for him at the line. He's been scuffling this season. I mean, he's pretty well below the percentage that he shot a season ago, and not quite sure why.
That free throw good from Levine.
You know, when you think of Zach LaVine, his scoring comes to mind immediately, but he also rebounds effectively and passes it pretty good too.
Here's Maxey. No points so far. MP outside. Here's Yabusele. Shoots over Sabonis. Yabusele, look that. And the 76ers lead by 8.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Pass to Sabonis. Here's LaRavia. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Nice speed, just like his dad. Sabonis is an excellent passing big man. The passing gene was passed on.
Madison misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Levine. And it's MP with a rebound. Madison's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's Oubre. That one's good on the assist by MP. Oubre's got his first 2 points.
Oubre not taking no for an answer there was not going to be denied. Right through the defender.
And here's Levine. He's got 25. Oh, Levine fighting through contact.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter, but don't expect him to back away from adversity.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Madison takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Madison's got 49 in the game.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
Pass to Lyles. Back to Levine. Stolen. Here's Oubre. Somehow scores the layup in traffic. Oubre's gotten 4 this quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort. Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good, and Sacramento making a change here. Valanciunas. Philadelphia leading by 15. Jonas Valanciunas out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Murray. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's LaRavia in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. A great take by Murray.
Yeah, just a solid play by Murray. He knows where to get his shots.
To the inside. MP against Murray. Madison misses.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Levine with it. Pass to Murray. Ooh, Murray showing his strength down low.
I like Murray's shot selection, especially when he's this close to the rim.
And here's MP. And yes, another basket.
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now third in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, night in, night out. Sabonis, the pass to LaRavia. LaRavia, the second chance points on the tip in.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
MP outside. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Kings trail by 11. Here's Levine. Ooh, look at Levine. Through contact and able to hit.
Look, this is why Levine's teammates look to feed him and let him eat. They know how hot he can get.
And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Levine passes to Sabonis. Pass to LaRavia. The offensive rebound. They shoot again. Sabonis can't hit.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
And the jam by George.
George playing strong down low. Love to see him finish with authority.
The Kings have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. They get it again. Murray from outside. No good there. The Sixers lead by 14. Here's Maxey. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Zach LaVine.
Willing to sacrifice himself for the play. Maxey takes the foul and keeps going.
And he makes the first. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout fourth year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Ellis is checked in for the Kings. Both free throws good from Maxey.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Sacramento calls timeout.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Sabonis. Now Murray. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Inside. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Pass to Valanciunas. 4-3. Sacramento again missing.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Outside Levine. Here's Murray. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Levine's got 6 assists now in the game. MP left side. Pass to McCain. Down low. Here's Embiid. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Oh, George with a steal. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. DeRozan is checked in for Valanciunas.
DeMar DeRozan.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Kings. Maxey surveys. Pass to MP. The three ball. Rebound by Sacramento. Levine's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now DeRozan, covered by MP. And the dunk by DeRozan.
We've seen this a bunch of times. DeMar having a huge night, and the defense has no answer.
George passes to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Good on the bucket.
You know, even when you know what DeRozan's going to do, you can't stop him.
Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 19-6 run. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Ellis. Maxey covering. And it's DeRozan missing. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. A nice shot by McCain.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's DeRozan. And it's MP with a rebound. Madison's got rebound number 11.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency. A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
Pass to DeRozan. And a final mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this. Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And there's the drive. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Big fella getting a little angry. Embiid, a force at the defensive end.
Sabonis against Maxey. Pass to MP. The 3 is up. Offensive board. Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
DeRozan passes to Sabonis. Outside Murray. Here's Ellis. Clock at 6. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, I love the aggressive nature with which Sabonis offensive rebounds. He hustles. He's got great energy, but he's also pretty skilled. And you saw all of that right there.
We need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
DeRozan against MP, and he gets that one. DeRozan's got 8 points here in the quarter.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
And then Embiid with the dunk.
You know, with his size and offensive versatility, the defense really has its hands full with Embiid.
Oh, they get a hand on it. DeRozan passes to Sabonis. Back to DeRozan. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. DeRozan's got 33.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
MP against DeRozan. MP, the pass to Maxey. Back to MP. Good! That's another bucket!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Here's Ellis. With the teardrop. And it's blocked by Embiid. MP against DeRozan. And Embiid throws it down.
Hey, get that pass anywhere near the rack. Embiid gonna stuff it.
And Levine has got the ball here for Sacramento. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Ellis.
2 minutes.
So, Clark, you think the winner of the NBA Cup should be guaranteed an automatic playoff bid?
Man, that's interesting. I think it could make for a more competitive tournament. So if that would be the outcome, then I would be all for it. But what happens if the tournament winner is the #1 seed at the end of the season? I think you'd have to find alternative incentives then, BA.
And some changes here for the Kings. Lyles, he's checked in for Sabonis. LaRavia comes in for DeRozan. And it's Carter in for Zach LaVine. Back to MP. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Sacramento has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. LaRavia passes to Ellis. MP with the block. Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Bona. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Let's look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here
for the 76ers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
Boy, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight. Notching the triple-double in style. He was a difference.
Another bucket. Wow.
3 points.
He's scoring at an insane level, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Man, he is on a mission, closing in on third place all time in scoring. Levine can't hit. Philadelphia dictating the flow. On the wing, MP. Shot is up. The rebound by Carter.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
To stop the run, outside for Levine. To the wing on the left. And another miss by Sacramento. Now here's MP. Off target with the shot. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This one wasn't even